Hey everyone, it's Michelle from Scrap Secrets and welcome to this all about me, meet the maker type video. Just wanted to make a video real quick because I have a lot of new subscribers lately over the past couple of months, and I thought it would just be nice to kind of introduce myself again and talk a little bit about how I got into crafting, and then maybe a couple of little personal things. So actually that's probably what I'm going to start with. So I will just, okay, my name is Michelle. I am also called Shell, Aunt Shell, Aunt Shell, and my mom will call me Michelle because she hates the name Shell. She never liked that nickname, even though that's what I've been called for most of my life. So I have 6 nieces, 4 are biological and 2 are my best friend's kids. So my best friend has a 14-year-old Allie, 7-year-old Elizabeth. Then my sister has twins who are Brooklyn and Madeline, and they are 6. My brother has Nora, who's 5, and Mila, who's 1. They all at some point have been over here crafting, with the exception of Mila because she's still a baby, but I do go over her house and she just wants to color all the time. So I will make a crafter out of her. She's just a little bit too young to start right now besides coloring. So we color all the time. One of her favorite things to do. I also have 4 godchildren, Aiden, who is 17, Allie, who's 14, Brooklyn, who's 6, and Mila, who's 1. So an interesting thing about that so it's twin, singleton, twin, singleton. So I have the older of both sets of twins are my godchildren, and then I have 2 singletons. So let's see. So I've always been kind of artistic. In middle school, I was in talented art, and I chose not to continue that in high school, and I wish that I did because it was such a great experience. We actually used to, instead of going to lunch, we would actually go down to the art room and just hang out in there. There was a bunch of us and we were all friends, and it was just so much fun. We would, instead of sitting in the crowded cafeteria, we would just kind of have a very loosely supervised lunch, and we would do art projects because then we would have art right after lunch. So it would kind of be like 2 periods of art, and it was kind of my therapy. And I think that in high school I lost that therapy. I danced. I was a dancer from the time I was 2 till the time I was 18, and that was another form of artistic creativity and expression. But when I got to college, I lost all of that, and I think that I lost a little bit of myself in college. I didn't really know who I was. I was, and I think most people do. They're just trying to grow up and learn who they are. I chose a job that I think if I went back, I wouldn't choose that path again. I would choose something different. I actually wanted to go for interior design, and my dad was like, there's no money in that. You should go into sales. And that's where I ended up. I work for one of the largest food companies in the world, one of the top 5. I have worked for the largest food company. I've worked for several large food companies and a couple of brokers. So I've pretty much always been in sales in the food industry for longer than I'd care to admit. So with the way the industry is going, there's a lot less creativity in that, and I think that even back then when I first started, there was a lot of rules of things that you could and couldn't do, so there really wasn't opportunities to be super creative. So I think that I kind of got lost. So I think from high school to young adult, I kind of lost a little bit of myself, that creative spark. Well, then my oldest goddaughter was born, and I guess she was about 3, and she said to me, I asked her, because I always asked her what she wants for her birthday, and she said, a book of pictures of me. So I said, okay, fine. So I made her a scrapbook for the first couple, I think it was the first year of her life, maybe I did that, and then I realized I needed a card to go with it. So I worked on the scrapbook. I think I had the Cricut at that point, the Cricut Expression, which is the one with the cartridges. So, I started out with scrapbooking, and scrapbooking just takes so long. And then I realized when I made the card, I'm like, this is almost like instant gratification because you can get a lot more cards done in a day than you could scrapbooks. I kind of dabbled back and forth between scrapbooking and card making. I did my very first craft show, and I loved it. I got the bug. I started an Etsy shop. I was really, really into it. I was into some groups in the state that I live in, and it was really, really great, and I loved it. And then I got a little burnout because I hated my job. I was doing the same thing for a while. I went back to grad school. I got my MBA in less than 2 years. The last semester, I took 3 classes at a time. I was traveling to train people, and I just burnt myself out. In between there, I had 3 knee surgeries. One I had right after Allie was born. Allie was only a couple months old when I had that first surgery. And then a couple years later, I had 2 surgeries 13 months apart. And crafting was something that I did because I had all this time then. And then when I went back to work, I didn't have time to do that. So the first time I was out for 7 weeks, the second time I was out for 5 months, the third time I was out for 7 months. I had to learn to walk again. I actually had rounds and rounds and rounds. I think it ended up being 9 rounds of spinal injections. I had Synvis or Orthovis, whichever one it was, injections in my knees, rounds of 3. I think I had 3 rounds of 3. Cortisone shots. I had to learn, like I said, learn to walk again. So it was a lot of, it was a very tumultuous time, and I had a lot of time on my hands because I couldn't really walk. I couldn't really go anywhere. So I did a lot of crafting in that time. Then I, like I said, when I went back to work, went back to training people, it was very, very difficult. And then I started a new job. I lost my job a year and 2 days after the day I started. So I've had a couple of major changes, and crafting was kind of put on the back burner. And then I started again, and then I moved to this house. So this house is a project. It's a brand new house, but everything has been a major, major project. I'm redoing a lot of it right now. So I'm trying to fit in crafting with everything else. I think that a lot of people, this happens. There's ebbs and flow in crafting where you're super creative and you create every day. And then there's times where you may go for months without picking anything up. And I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to get down into the craft room and craft a couple times a week. So that's why you'll see a lot more videos from me, because I've made a commitment to myself to continue to craft just for my own sanity, and especially through all of COVID, it's been really, really difficult. So that's kind of what got me into crafting. So thank you, Allie, for giving me the creative outlet that I forgot that, I forgot that I loved art so much. And I really, really, even though that I didn't feel like I was nowhere near the most talented person in that talented art class, but when I was there, I felt like I fit in. And I feel like I've made so many friends over this, just getting into YouTube and becoming friends with people that are part of Facebook groups, like especially Handmade Happiness. I feel like I've made so many friends over there, and it's people that I've never met in my entire life. And I know that probably may sound weird to some of you, but some of those people I talk to more than I talk to my friends that I've known for a very, very long time. So it's nice to have people that have very similar interests to you. So I've been trying to be more active in those groups and trying to participate in hops and things like that, and interacting with everybody. I try to answer everybody's comments and questions as much as I can in the comment section. So anybody that leaves me a comment, I really, really try to get back to you. If it's on a very, very old video, because sometimes I don't get notifications on those, I will go back every once in a while and look and see if there's anything that I haven't answered. So hopefully I am getting back to you. If I haven't, I apologize. I just haven't gotten back to that video, but I will do that from time to time. I'll go back and look at old videos. So that's a little bit about me and how I got into what I do for a job, and kind of how I got into this. Personally, I have 2 cats, Fred and Lucy, who are 17. They're 7. Oh my goodness, they are 17. I got them in 2003 when I was working for Nestle. One of the girls that was training me asked me if I wanted a cat, and I said sure. And then somehow she sold me on the second one, so she was a very good salesperson. And so I have Fred and Lucy. Fred had a couple of health issues a little earlier this year. We had a major, major scare. I thought I was losing him, but he seems to be doing, I like want to knock on wood, but he seems to be doing much better. And they're my world. I've had them since they were like 3 months old. So they're my little babies. They're the first pets that I've ever had, with the exception of the goldfish that I won at a carnival when my mom told me not to play the game. I played the game anyway. I got a goldfish, and then I cried because I said my dad killed it, but it was a goldfish, and it probably from a carnival, and the 5 days that it lasted was probably 2 more than it should have lasted. So we never had pets growing up, but I knew when I moved out that that's what I wanted. I wanted to have pets, and with my traveling, with work, a dog, and I didn't really have a backyard. A dog wasn't a viable option, so I got 2 cats, and I love them more than anything, and they're just my little buddies. So Fred usually comes down and will craft with me. No, he doesn't actually craft. He just sits in this chair that's right here. So that's why you'll usually see this chair in the video, and sometimes you'll see him jump up and down. You probably won't see him much anymore. He does come downstairs every once in a while, but it does take a lot for him to come down the steps, and he's up on the 3rd floor, and this is on the bottom floor, so a lot of times he won't come downstairs. Now, you probably won't see Lucy, but you will hear her in almost every single one of my videos. She will be the one that sounds like a small child crying. That's her. She whines. So I don't know what her problem is, but she whines, and it's the funniest thing ever. So if you hear that in the background of my videos, that is Lucy. I think that's pretty much it. I thank you guys so much for subscribing and watching, and I hope that this was a little bit informative and fun. Oh, I guess I can tell you, so I used to say that my favorite coloring medium were Copics, and I love my Copics so much, but these guys right here have completely taken over as my favorite medium. The Inktense watercolor, so amazing. I have in my cart on Amazon the 72 count. I actually found it at Target as well, and it's the same price as Amazon, but then you get your 5% off. So I think that I might go get that for myself as like an early birthday present, because I am loving using Inktense on everything. Let's see, what else can I tell you guys that you didn't ask for? My favorite stamp companies are usually, I buy a lot from Honeybee. I buy a lot from Concord and Ninth, because I think Concord and Ninth is just super, super innovative. And Honeybee is too. I'm loving the stuff that Honeybee's been coming out with, and I have a ton of that. And obviously Create and Inspire. I love the kits. I get them. I've gotten every month so far. I can't wait to see what November's is. November's is the Christmas one, so I'm super excited about that. What other ones? Oh, Sassy and Crafty. That's one of my new favorite ones. The Rabbit Hole Designs, their blender brushes. If you guys have not seen them, absolutely amazing. And these aren't like product endorsements. I don't design for any of these people. I buy these all with my own money. This is nothing that, anybody sends to me. I mean, if anybody wants to send me some, go right ahead. But I've bought everything with my own money. So those are just some of my favorite companies right now. Hero Arts is another one. I buy here and there from them. I'm loving their Heroscapes though. I've gotten a couple of those, and I'm really, really loving how easy it is to build up scenes with their Heroscapes. So I think that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I'll share with you guys right now. If there's anything that you want to know, you can ask me in the in the comment section below, and I definitely will get back to you on this. But thank you guys so much for watching. It really means a lot to me that you guys have subscribed and commented and liked the videos. Any interaction that you guys have with me, I love it. I love waking up in the morning and seeing that there's a couple of comments, or that more people have watched it and thumbs up the video. So thank you so much, and I will see you guys again soon. There's a lot of great stuff coming up. We have the hashtag Till Death Do Us Craft series. I have one more tomorrow. That will be my last solo one. And then the last one for everyone is on the 31st. So that's going to be a large kind of like, it's going to be kind of like a hop. It's a hashtag hop. So you'll see everybody is on that day. Everybody will post on that day. The Christmas series that I've done, the Halloween series that I did, I probably will do a couple more videos before the 31st. So I'll probably be maybe two more projects before the 31st, because I have some Halloween stuff now that I have to use. And then the Christmas card series, obviously I didn't do anything yesterday. It's been a month at work. I can't even say it's been a day or a week. It's just, this whole month has just been a lot with work. There's a lot more stuff going on. I didn't get a chance to do that, but I will do a Christmas card this week, probably tomorrow, and then there'll probably be 2 or 3 videos for the Christmas card series posted next week. And after that, I have a request for a Stretch Your Supplies series, which I actually did in the beginning of this year. I wrote out that, some of the ideas for my goals for this year, and that was one of the series that I was thinking about doing. And somebody actually mentioned that they would love to see that because they want to know how to stretch their supplies. So that series will probably come out after the Christmas card series is done. So look for that the end of this year, the beginning of next year. Lots of great stuff coming. I have so much content for you guys. I have so many card ideas up here. I just don't have the time to execute them. So I feel like everybody else, I'm sure everyone else is thinking the same thing. But again, I will end this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comments and questions, leave them below and I will get back to you. And I will see you guys again real soon for a video. You don't want to miss the video for tomorrow. It's kind of, it's for a swap and it's a really cool card, if I do say so myself. So see you guys later. Bye.